Hello, hello, hello. Hey guys. I did not know this screen was going to be this wide. So there's just like stuff in the corners and whatnot, but here we are. Hello, hello. I know this room looks hella empty, but there's a whole desk up against this wall. And yeah, everything is up against this wall. And my desk used to be like in the middle right here. And I used to have a rug, but I just got a new desk, new setup, all that good stuff. But I swear I got furniture. I swear I do. Anyway, happy Saturday. How are you all? I just sent out an email to let people know I was on here live and I posted on Instagram too. I haven't been on YouTube live in so long. Like, I feel like it's been ages since I've been on live. Y'all know I be on Instagram all the time. I do not be on here. I don't know why. But I'm gonna try to get on here more often. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Let me know in the chat if you're listening and can hear me. Can y'all hear me? I'm assuming y'all can hear me. Let me know, how's your day going? How's your Saturday? How is your Saturday going? I've been up since like 7 a.m. Yeah, since like actually no, I think I've been up since like 6 something. And initially I was just gonna lay there and do absolutely nothing. But I decided to get up and do some cleaning and do some laundry. So yeah, I've been trying to have a productive day, but I was answering questions on my stories last night on Instagram, and there were some really good questions that came up, like questions about when to mark down your inventory, and I think there was a couple of questions about launching. No, there was a couple questions about target audience, running ads, things like that. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get on YouTube live and chat with the girls because yeah. So Dharma said, doing good, just getting things done, slow and steady. I know that's right. Happy Saturday. It's going well. I love to hear it. So, of course, if you guys have any questions about anything, let me know. Put it in the chat. I love to help out and answer any questions that I can. Some of you guys may be wondering where the heck I've been because, again, like I said, I haven't been on YouTube much. I've been working. I have been working tirelessly. As you know, I run 2 businesses, well, 3 technically, but 2 for real, for real. The Boutique Academy and obviously my online boutique, Brazen. I spent like the whole last year rebranding my boutique, and I'm getting ready to relaunch it, which I'm really excited about. I've put a lot of time and money and energy into it, so yeah, I'm really excited. Said going okay, I should be working, but God told me to relax today. Yeah, you know what? God has been telling me to relax on the weekends in general. Like, I'll try to work, like I'll be laying on the couch and I have my laptop in front of me, and then it just don't work out. So I've been resting more. I will say I'm quite proud of myself. I need marketing tips for an online boutique. What do you sell? What type of merchandise do you sell? And more importantly, who's your target audience? Because that's going to play a much greater role in your marketing than me just saying, like, do this, do that. Let me know who's your target audience. And I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, Carissa. I appreciate it. Advice on when to mark down merchandise and how much to mark it down. Great question. So we were just talking about this on my stories last night, or actually I think that was this morning. And one of the things that I was telling her is like, choosing to mark down your inventory really shouldn't be like a case of like, how much time should I let lapse before I mark this inventory down? Because as we know, inventory is our cash. So essentially what you want to ask yourself is, what was my goal this month or this quarter or whatever? How far or close am I to that goal? And then look at the value of your inventory and say, okay, if let's say, what's today? Today's the 22nd. So this month has 28 days in it. So let's say it's 6 years. It's 6 days until the month is over. And let's say I'm not meeting my goals. And I bought all this inventory at the beginning of February. I've been pushing it, I've been emailing, I've been posting, so on and so forth. And I'm about to miss my goal for February. Then that might be an indication that not necessarily that I need to mark that inventory down, but maybe I need to run a sale of some sort or have a promotion of some sort on some of my inventory, not all of my inventory. I think a lot of times people say or make the mistake of marking down everything or putting everything on sale, when in actuality, you don't really have to do that. So if you look at your inventory, everything has a value. There's going to be something that's worth $100, something that's worth $300, something that's maybe worth $1,000, so on and so forth. But then as far as determining how much of a discount to offer or even how much to mark it down, you have to know what the profit margin is on that inventory. So for example, let's say you give all of your dresses a 70% profit margin and you give all of your accessories a 80% profit margin. So that means that you have a margin of 80% and or 70% to mark down. So if I mark this down to 40% off, I'm still making a profit of 30% there, right? So there are multiple factors to take into consideration when you're trying to decide when to do a markdown. Markdowns are permanent. So that's the big thing you want to know. Markdowns are permanent, meaning I'm about to discount this product and it's going to get moved into my clearance section permanently until it's gone. But you also got to promote the clearance. Like you got to let people know, hey, we just marked down a bunch of stuff, so on and so forth, right? But everything doesn't have to get marked down the same way. One thing can get marked down by 30%. Another thing can get marked down by 40%. Something else can get marked down by 20%. It really has more to do with like the margins on the products. Hopefully that makes sense. How do you think the current political climate is or will affect boutique sales? So I'm not a politics girl. I see what I see and I read what I read, but I'm not an in-depth politics watcher. I will not lie to you and say that I am. So I think obviously Mr. President Guy, he is talking about tariffs and things of that nature. So I imagine that there will be some price increases incurred on our part for inventory and things like that. Obviously, most of the suppliers that we buy inventory from are getting it manufactured overseas. So there may be delays in them receiving the merchandise, which ultimately trickles down to our businesses and things like that. But outside of that, I will not tell you or lie to you and say, I am so very aware of how all of this is going to affect us. That's about as deep as my understanding has gone thus far. I have an inventory strategist in my program for reasons like this, because I'm not the girl that's going to tell you like, hey, you need to make sure that you're staying on top of your suppliers and communicating with them to make sure that they're still good with their delivery terms and so on and so forth. Like she's very well versed in when, where, and how to focus on those things. I sell women's clothing, accessories, etc. My target audience is ages 20 to 50. So a target audience isn't just an age group. I love that you mentioned that because I'm sure that this is going to be helpful to someone else. So your target audience, you really want to clarify your target or define your target audience by way of like their lifestyle, their interests, their preferences, things of that nature, because your marketing should align with those things. There's nothing about me being 35 that, for example, I'm 35. My sister underneath me is 32. The sister underneath that is, I think, 28, I believe. And my mom is, I'm 35, so my mom is 56, okay? So there are a lot of things that we have in common. There's a lot of things that we love. There's a lot of places that we all shop together. But there's also a lot of differences in what I would buy in comparison to what my sister would buy, and also in comparison to what my mom would buy, so on and so forth. So with that in mind, you can't just say my target audience is 20 to 50 because that doesn't, in fact, help you make any decisions at all. What you want to ask yourself is, what does she do for fun? What does she do for leisure? What are the things going through her mind at this time? Where is she shopping? How much money is she probably spending when she shops there? Thinking about your products. How do my products fit into her lifestyle? All of those things are going to matter in helping you to determine what your marketing is going to look like and sound like. So, for example, there's a lot of people who say to me that their ideal customer or target audience is moms. And I say, cool, there's a lot of moms in this world, right? And they're not all the same. Like I even think about the fact that, for example, there are the moms who believe in whoopings, and there are the moms that believe in gentle parenting, right? So, in all actuality, your marketing isn't just about your products. Your marketing is about what can I do or say or offer? How can my brand be presented to attract that person? So, if you say my target audience consists of moms, for example, you could say it's moms who believe in gentle parenting, or it's moms who are, strict but fun, but they believe in a butt whooping every now and then. So when you're thinking about your marketing, this is a silly example, but it's a valid example. So if you say to yourself, my mom is a girl who, or a woman who has children who are, between the ages of 5 and 15, and she very much believes in strict parenting, but she's also fun. She very much believes in giving butt whoopings. So it might be a case of you saying like, okay, yeah, I sell loungewear, but maybe your messaging says things like, check out our new matching jogger sets, perfect for a day out at the park, a quick trip to the grocery store, and also it's going to be flexible enough for you to swing your arms as frequently and as fast as you would like as you give out today's butt whooping. And that's going to apply to the right person. The right person is going to read that and say, yeah, because these kids are bad. And that's exactly what I'm probably going to be doing today. That's basically what I'm thinking right now, So a lot of marketing is about messaging and context. What can I do? What can I say? What can I show in my content that would attract my ideal customer? I think sometimes we think like the product itself is what's going to attract my target audience, when in fact it's really the marketing and the context that we add to us talking about the product. Hopefully that's helpful to somebody out there. Good morning. Your home is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm really seeing this on this camera really makes me feel like, okay, you got to go get another rug. I had a rug here and I moved it into my living room because it looks better over there. I wish I could show you my living room because it's really pretty over there. I told the ladies when I first got on here, I promise y'all I have furniture. It just don't look like it. There's chairs over there. My living room, oh, you can kind of see it through there. My living room's right there. But yeah. I am good, little and cute boutique. Thank you. How are you? When first starting out, where do you recommend to start when it comes to searching for clothing suppliers in the country, etc.? Having a hard time when it comes to looking for bidders and suppliers. I would recommend starting on fashiongo.net. It's free for you to set up an account, and you're going to get access to thousands of suppliers that are located right here in the United States. You can see all of their current in-stock styles, and you can sometimes, depending on the vendor, see styles that are on the way, that are coming soon. You can place your orders directly through there. You can contact them directly through that platform, so on and so forth. I am a huge Fashion Go fan. I've been using Fashion Go since I worked at my last job, I started there in 2016. So it's been almost 10 years. That is crazy. Wow. Yeah, it's been a while. Highly recommend Fashion Go. Thank you so much. Need to recoup and think about creating my target audience. Yes, it's so important. And honestly, the clearer you get about your target audience, the easier it becomes to make decisions, like the products that you sell, and also more importantly, that you don't sell. Like when I got clear about who my target audience was, I literally sat down and said, I looked at the inventory that I had at the moment and I said, she would never wear that. Like, why did I buy that? Well, I bought it because I didn't have a clear target audience. My target audience used to be a girl like me, a millennial, or whatever. It just wasn't clear enough for me to make smart decisions. So once I got clear, I was looking at my inventory that was in stock, and I literally started like slashing the prices. Like, this has got to go. Because in order for me to be able to afford to get the inventory that she would actually buy, I'm going to have to get rid of the inventory that I have right now. So, yeah. Do you use New Order for purchasing merchandise? I've never used New Order before. Do you recommend creating a website on Canva? Why or why not? For your boutique? No, absolutely not. I don't even know how to explain this. Canva is a tool that gives you design capability, but you need a website that is designed for commerce. That's the way I would explain it. So, I'm a Shopify fan. I recommend Shopify to everybody because it is an e-commerce first, primarily solely platform, right? With if you build a website on Canva, you will really be designing it for the design capability. You wouldn't be designing it because you want conversion. You wouldn't be designing it because you are expecting that sales should run through it regularly, right? So I think of, I hate to say it, but like I think of a Wix website the same way that I think of a Canva website. A lot of times people choose to build their websites on Wix because of the design capability, because they want a very pretty website, but they're not necessarily thinking about the long-term implications of being on a website that doesn't necessarily, I won't say support because it supports it, that isn't built for commerce. It has commerce capability. It's not built for commerce. Canva is not built for commerce at all. Would not recommend. Now, if you're going to build like a little landing page of some sort, like let's say you're going to build your own link in bio or something like a page for your link in bio, sure. What do some of the students in your program that are not boutique owner sell? Has it been beneficial for them? Yes. So ironically, the person right underneath you, she sells skincare. She's in my program. So we have skincare brands, hair extensions, hair care, candles. Does anybody else sell anything else at the moment? I'm trying to, shoes, of course, accessories, of course. Is there anything else I'm missing? Lisa, if you're still in here, you know if anything else that anybody sells? I don't know. Oh, food. Yeah, we have somebody that sells cookies. We just found, yeah, cookies. We just found out somebody sells cookies. I had no idea. We were all like looking at the tea. Yes, thank you. Hey y'all. I didn't know all y'all were here. Yeah, cookies, head scarves, tea. Yeah, yeah, wigs. Hey, hi y'all. I was gonna say good morning, but it's afternoon now. So I'm mad you're not remembering. No, Regina, don't do that to me. You're the only one that sells tea. So it's just like, that's so funny, girl. Regina, you know I love you. You know I love you. Um, uh, Oh, and then she asks, has it been beneficial for them? I would say yes, but also some of them are here. You can ask them. I think about the basis of my program is e-commerce as a whole, not boutique. I completely restructured the program. We changed the name of the program and everything because when I first started coaching, I did only coach boutique owners, but because I sell clothing myself, but also digital products, physical products, I've sold books. And then obviously in my retail journey, I've sold everything under the sun. I revamped everything and made it just e-commerce in general. So now my program has like a core curriculum that is just e-commerce as a whole. Really like online business as a whole, technically speaking. So there's 6 core modules. The first one is branding, then visibility, lead generation, lead nurturing, conversions, and retention is the last one, because that's the core functionality of any business, regardless of what you sell, whether it be a physical product or even a digital product. That's the core of any business whatsoever. And then outside of that, there are like live classes. So we have weekly live classes where they can get support and get their questions answered and things like that. And outside of that, we have like playbooks. So the playbooks are more for like individual circumstances. Like if you need help with this, then go here. If you need help with that, then you go here. So on and so forth. So yeah. Yeah. I think there's some planners. Yep. There is someone that sells planners. How are you interacting on Threads? I love Threads. Threads is my favorite place on the internet right now. I do not, I don't want to be anywhere else on the internet currently except Threads, even though I know I need to be on all the other, I'm on the other platforms, but I want to be on Threads. Threads is just a great place to communicate. And I don't think a lot of business owners will survive on Threads because they lack understanding of their target audience and don't have any brand guidelines. So when you have brand guidelines, a huge component of that is creating a messaging strategy, getting clear about what your brand's personality is, what your brand's identity is, and ultimately how it sounds, the words it uses, so on and so forth. So because Threads is a messaging platform, like, yeah, you can put pictures on it and things like that, but really it's not built for that. It's built for communication. If you come over to a platform like Threads and you're just trying to promote your products and share pictures and videos of what you sell, it's not going to work out that well. So I love Threads because it gives me space to just like talk about things that I believe will be applicable to my target audience. I love it, love it, love it. If y'all are not on Threads, y'all should get on Threads. It's amazing. So thank you. Y'all are quick. Is it a lot of self-study, interactive group work? I sell candles and about to do stationery. So the modules are self-paced. So you get access to the first module when you first join, and you can go through them as quickly as you want or as slowly as you want. The weekly calls happen every Thursday. And then we have a marketing call every other Wednesday. There are 5 coaches. That's another big thing that I changed about the program. It used to be just me, and then it was me and my good friend Brianka, who is she used to be a marketing director. She actually just went full-time into her business earlier this year. So it used to be me and her. Then it was me, Brianka, and Darlene. Darlene is an inventory strategist that I used to work with in my boutique or for my boutique. And then she came in and started coaching. And now we have an email marketing coach as well as a Shopify and brand design coach. So each call has a topic. My calls are about business strategy, retail, a lot of like numbers and analytics and making sense of things, making sure you got a strategy for moving forward. Brianka's calls are all about marketing. So the last couple of calls have been about Google Analytics and making sure that the ladies have dashboards created so that they can have like a clear picture of what's happening in their business from an analytical standpoint, because you need your analytics to make smart decisions. Pamela's calls are about email marketing and email marketing only. Nore's calls are about really about Shopify, but brand design, because she's a brand designer as well. Darlene's calls are about inventory strategy. So yeah, you can go at your own pace. It's a 6-month program. And yep. Yes, it has been the clarity that I thought I had. I did not. I have never felt more confident in my business being an actual source of income where I am being paid more than my Army salary. My sales have increased by more than 125% since in the program. I love it. She taught Threads. I implemented and got 10 followers and 3 sales. I know that's right, Lisa. That's amazing. What would you say is the difference between Threads and Twitter? Can Twitter be used for business as well? Any platform can be used for business. Absolutely. I think the only or I won't say only, but like the biggest difference between Twitter and Threads is that Threads is connected to your Instagram account. So whatever is your Instagram name, it automatically becomes your handle on Threads as well. And anything that you post on Instagram can be shared to Threads and vice versa. Anything you share on Threads can be shared as a post or a story to your Instagram account. So I don't in my head see much difference between like the functionality of Threads and Twitter. They're really the same, technically speaking. Yeah. I think the energy is different though. I feel like from a business perspective, Twitter is very full of like marketing bros. Like, I don't know. It's different over there. But I feel like, yeah, it's more raw. Yep. Twitter is more raw. I feel like Threads is more like community. Like it's like, I feel like there's way more nice people. Way more nice people on Threads than Twitter. Yep. What other questions y'all have right now? This is fun. I'm enjoying it. I was like, shoot, I'm doing this at the very last minute. I don't know if anybody gonna show up. And here y'all are. Hello. I ain't got nobody to talk to. My sisters want to go eat some Mexican food later today. So I'm like, I just got nothing to do. I got nothing. I got a new iPhone yesterday that I did not need. I got bamboozled into getting it. You know them people that be in the middle of the store like, hey, what phone company are you with? I was like AT&T, and they were like, good, you're already with winning team. Which phone do you have? I'm like, oh God. And I was eligible for an upgrade anyway. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just do it, you know? Can you please share marketing tips for hair and wig companies? Who's your target audience? So, I don't know if you were on here earlier, but who's your target audience? And I think so. To be clear, obviously your target audience is somebody who wants to wear wigs or hair, but also it's like, what kind of hair? And is she like an avid wig wearer or extension wearer, or is she like an every blue moon wig wearer or hair buyer, right? Because we got to figure out how often we can talk to her. We got to figure out like how to best articulate why she should make this investment, especially if it's like about to cost her hundreds of dollars. Or some people, I've seen people share. I've seen people sell wigs for like $1,500, $1,700, you know? So who's your target audience? That's going to help me. Raw bundles, virgin, Burmese, Brazilian, Cambodian. What are we talking about? Yes. Can you talk about target audience? The woman asks and said her target audience is women from this age. Oh, we talked about it at length earlier. We talked about it, Lisa. Do you offer or will you offer content creation classes? I have content creation classes. I've done plenty of them actually. Most of them are in my membership now, just kind of like housed in there. But I've done so many content creation classes. I actually just did a whole full brand new content creation. Well, not content creation. Let me not lie. The new module in my program is more about content strategy, not content creation. I've been leaning more heavily into strategy these days. So, yeah. So backtracking, I will likely not create a content creation class because creation is more about like design, editing, things of that nature. No, I will not. But strategy, I can talk strategy all day long, all day. What marketing tools, product sites do you use for your boutique? I really don't use any tools. This sounds very cocky. I don't really use any tools other than my brain to strategize and Canva to create graphics. I run ads through Facebook Ads Manager. And then I use like the social media platforms. That's really it. Klaviyo is what I use for email marketing. SMS Bump is what I use for text marketing. But outside of that, that's it. I don't really use anything. I am so not the coach that has like tricks and gimmicks. I don't never have no like secret list of apps or tools or anything. I'm very basic. I hate adding extra things to my plate that I got to figure out how to use. I love using the bare bones of the thing. I am not running Pinterest ads. Double drawing, single drawing. Yes. The new program, is it beneficial to us who are intermediate due to using your previous programs? My call with your team wasn't clear on that. Define intermediate. I think that's the important word there. What's intermediate? Because it's not really a beginner's program, but it's not like a super advanced program either. Let me know what would be your definition of intermediate. And also I would say, I think it depends on what you're struggling with or what you need help with in your journey, right? Like, I don't think, I'm not a fan of just continuously joining things just to learn more. I want to join things where I'm going to learn what I need to learn for the season of business that I'm in. So if there's something in particular that you're, working towards or struggling with, let me know. And I can tell you whether or not that's in the program. My audience is the avid extension woman. So with that in mind, is she like I buy extensions that cost $500 plus? Or is she like I buy extensions, but also I buy extensions from my local beauty supply? Like, is this somebody that we're trying to convince to buy extensions for the first time? Or is this somebody who is already buying extensions somewhere else, already giving somebody a few $100s, every, I don't know, 2-3 months, what type of extension buyer we talking about? I just told my daughter you were my teacher. She said, oh, wow, she's beautiful. Oh, and she has stairs. I have stairs. That is so funny, girl. Yes, I have stairs. I have stairs. I do. Wow. I'm flattered. Thank you. My target audience and foundation is already set and solid, so I don't need that part of the program, just more strategy and growth. I purchased most of the programs and been in the membership. My target said, oh wait, nope, I read that one. My target said I don't need the foundation. I'm not really struggling with anything per se because I'm implementing everything you've already taught me. Well, I can't really answer whether you need to join the program. And the only reason I say that is because obviously there's foundational things in the program. However, it's a completely brand new program. So it's not necessarily a repetition of what I've already taught in another program. It's really what works today as a business owner in 2025, which is not necessarily what worked in 2022, 2023, 2024. So I think it depends. I don't think I have enough context to tell you yes or no. If you're not struggling with anything, then I would not recommend joining. The people that join the program are people who are like, I'm not making money. I'm not seeing a profit. I don't know who my target audience is. I don't have a strategy. I don't really have plans to meet my goals. I'm working month to month and really not moving the needle. I'm hitting the same amount of money every single month. And I need support to see if I can get to double, triple, quadruple, so on and so forth. They usually have a certain specific something that they're working towards. And I will also say for anybody else in the room who's wondering, for any program, not just my program, don't join programs where you're not going to participate. And I know that might sound crazy. Don't join programs where you're not going to participate. And the reason I say that is because obviously there are programs in this world that you can join and go through at your own pace. But a coaching program, the true benefit of it is you being coached and you going through lessons and modules and things of that nature without, and Alexis, I know you, so you would speak up if you had questions, but like, if you're not going to participate and like show up for the calls or at least watch the replays and ask questions when and if there are, things that you need better clarity on, I don't think you need to join a program. Like, wait until you're actually ready to do the things, You haven't touched your business in a year. Where would you begin to relaunch? When you say haven't touched the business, you mean like haven't posted, haven't updated the website, haven't sent an email, haven't run an ad? Or do you mean like I kind of been working on it here and there every blue moon, but yeah, I ain't really for real done anything? What you mean when you say you haven't touched it? Generally speaking, I would say you just need a plan for like, number one, a goal. Like 30 days from whenever I start, what do I want to occur? Start there. Like, don't try to plan the whole year, the whole quarter, nothing like that. Like 30 days after I reemerge into the industry, what do I want to occur? Is that a certain amount of money? Do you want to have a certain number of email subscribers? So on and so forth. You need to give yourself direction. If you don't give yourself direction, you'll just find yourself in the same circumstances all over again. So let's say you say, okay, I want to make $1,000 in my first 30 days of being back. Cool. Your next step is going to be choosing what inventory you are going to focus on, or I don't know if you're going to buy new inventory. What inventory am I going to focus on to help me make that $1,000? So in the simplest terms, you need $1,000 worth of inventory. You're going to have to sell $1,000 worth of something to make $1,000. But what that does not mean is that you only need $1,000 worth of inventory, because in all actuality, most people are not going to completely sell out of everything. Like you're going to have some smalls and mediums that sell and maybe some larges left over. Maybe you have the mediums and larges sell and you don't have the small sale, right? So clarifying what your goal is, making sure you have enough inventory to actually support your ability to make that goal. Next, you create a marketing plan. So how often are you going to post? How often are you going to send emails? Creating the content, so on and so forth, so that you can actually be consistent. I think a lot of times people want there to be like this big announcement of some sort or like a big campaign when they choose to come back. But honestly speaking, it could just be like a post. Like it could be you sitting in front of a desk like I'm doing right now, and you saying, "Hey guys, I know it's been a minute since y'all seen my face. Here's what's been going on, and here's what's to come." Last year was really, really hard. We did this, we did that. We thought we were going to accomplish this. We thought we were going to accomplish that. This is literally what's going to occur on my page. This is what we wanted to happen. This is what actually happened. So we took a break, and then we worked on this and we worked on that. And now we're back. And here's what you can expect moving forward. So sign up for our email list to get notified when the first drop occurs. That's it. But then I got to keep going. I can't just announce and then like fall off the face of the earth for a week and then come back and then fall off the face of the earth for 3 days and then come back. Like it got to be day after day after day after day, because you have to build momentum. So yeah, you just need a goal and then a plan, and that's it. And then keep it going. That's what I want to know. Is it a repetition? Thank you. If it's new info from you, I want it. I don't have any of those problems, but I want to hit 320K this year. Oh, I love that. Yeah, it's completely brand new. Like literally me sitting in this spot recording completely brand new lessons with completely brand new workbooks and activities and all the things. I'm very excited about it. It's a beautiful little masterpiece in my world right now. Goddess AV, I hope that answer helped you. I absolutely love your program, and I've learned quite a bit in a short time. Hey, Nicola. Hello. What other questions do you guys have? This is so fun. I wish I had some candy. I wish I had some chips, some popcorn, something. I got nothing. I have nothing to snack on whatsoever. People always ask me what books I'm reading. We're going to go off topic while I wait for y'all to type some more questions. People always ask me what books I've read, and I always tell people I haven't read no books. Like I'll start a book, but I'll never finish it. And by started, I mean like I read a couple pages. But this year, that's going to change. I'm going to read the books. I have these books sitting on the side of my desk. I'm about to show y'all the books because these are books I'm going to read in 2025. Hold on. One second. I got to move all this stuff out the way. Okay. These are my books that I'm going to read. Hold on. I got to turn them around so y'all can see them. Take a screenshot if you're a reader. Trust my reading, even though I'm not a reader. Trust my opinion of books. I promise you, these are going to be good. This is so heavy. Okay. Wait, where's the camera? Jesus, it's this way. Okay, these are the books that I'm going to read. And I'm actually probably going to read them from the bottom up instead of the top down. The bottom one is by Alex Hormozy. I don't know if y'all follow Alex Hormozy. He's like I was gonna say he's a billionaire. He ain't a billionaire, but I'm pretty sure he's probably gonna be a billionaire. He's a multimillionaire. But he owns this company called acquisition.com. Basically, his whole business model is buying other businesses. So he just gives away a bunch of free information because he hopes that he can help you build your business for free, and then you'll sell it to him. And I'm like, hey, I like that. Anywho, this is his second book, if I remember correctly. Yeah, $100 million leads. I think the first book is called $100 million offers. So yeah, I'm gonna read that one first. He has an event. Well, he does an event every month in Vegas at their headquarters. I'm going to it next month. Is March? Yeah, I'm going to it next month. I'm really excited. The second one is by Gary Vee. I love Gary Vee. He's like a happy-go-lucky person in my head. I love Gary Vee. But his is called Day Trading Attention. It's all about like content. Let me read it. How to actually build brand and sales in the new social media world. So I'm gonna read that one. Profit First is by Mike with the M last name that I cannot pronounce. But I got this book because my accountant makes me use the Profit First method. And although I know how the Profit First method works, I'm not like well-versed in that aspect of accounting. So I want to read it. The 4 is about Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Google. I think it's just about like how they were built and like their secrets and stuff. Atomic Habits, I'm gonna read that. I've been saying I'm gonna read that for like years. I ain't got around to it, but I'm gonna read it for real. The Road Less to Stupid. I don't know about that one. Hold on. The Road Less to Stupid. I don't remember why I bought this one. It says avoiding the dumb mistakes that sabotage growth, profits, and business success. I'm gonna read it because I want to avoid I want to avoid the mistakes. I've made some dumb mistakes, okay? But I want to avoid the rest of the dumb mistakes that sabotage my growth, profits, and business success. So I'm going to read that one. The next one is 12-week year. And I actually use this method of planning, but I've never read the book. I'm one of them people that will like go to Google and look for the cliff notes or like ask ChatGPT to summarize it for me. I'll be like, tell me exactly what it says. Like summarize each chapter for me. So I love the 12-week year because it like reframes your mind to plan to accomplish everything you want to accomplish in 12 weeks instead of 12 months. I love it. You see the 12 weeks as your year instead of 12 months as your year. Contagious. I can't remember what that one's about, but I think it's about marketing. Hold on. Let's see. Contagious. Why things catch on. Hold on. I got to read what the inside flap say because I have no idea. What makes things popular? Oh, okay. It's about what makes things popular. If you say advertising, think again. People don't listen to advertisements. They listen to their peers. But why do people talk about certain products and ideas more than others? Why are some stories and rumors more infectious? And what makes online content go viral? Okay. Yeah, we're going to read that one. And then this one I got for free at an event. So I don't know if I'm actually going to read it because I don't know where or when or why I got it. But this was called Be Your Future Self Now. Research shows that the more connected you are to your own future self, the wiser decisions you make here and now. Contemplating your future self, you're more likely to invest in and set yourself up for an abundant retirement, exercise, and eat healthier. And okay, I'm gonna read it because I need to exercise and eat healthier. So I need to start being my future self now. Says that you're also less likely to engage in delinquent or self-defeating acts. I'm not delinquent, but I might have some self-defeating acts for sure. Okay, yeah, but those are my books. So I need something or someone to hold me accountable to actually reading them. Because, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a reader, y'all. It really baffles me that people often ask me what books I'm reading or have read. And I just feel so embarrassed to say none. None. I just got here and by the grace of God it's working out. But I feel like I would be significantly smarter if I read a book. So yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's a chunk of books. What platform do you recommend for hosting digital courses? So I've been using Teachable for hosting my courses for I think like 5 years now. And I don't have any problems with Teachable. Teachable in my head is very simple. And if you don't need a community tied to the course, then Teachable is hands down, I would say, a great choice. I also use Circle. So I use Circle for my program and also for my membership. And I use that because they both do have a community. So Teachable, I don't know how much Teachable costs. I feel like it's like $59 a month or something like that. And then Circle, I think at the lowest tier is like $89 a month. Where's the nonfiction? I thought fiction. Wait, what's nonfiction? I thought fiction. I don't have none. I don't know. I thought fiction was like fake, like it's a made up story. I don't know. Oh, okay. I'm like, dang, am I confused? I have one fiction book. I actually just bought it at Target like 3 days ago. And I forget what it's called. Yes, I went to Target. Don't judge me. Listen and don't judge. Okay. I bought this book the other day and I forget what it's called, but get this. I literally went on Google and I typed in what's the most popular book sold at Target today. And it showed me this book and I said, okay, I'm going to grab that one because I want to read more fiction books because my brain needs to be turned off. I want to read these books really bad, but I think so much already that it's just like, wow, I can't think some more. This is crazy. Freedom McFadden. I don't know. I'm about to Google the book on the side while I hold on. Top selling book at Target today. I'm gonna tell you the name of it. The 12-week year is really good. That's what I hear. I'll get them and read with you. Download Fable. Fable. Okay, I'm gonna download it. Regarding a new brand, can you talk strategy on gaining trust for pre-sales? I'm doing a video content heavy UGC campaign, but wondering if that's enough. The entire funnel and campaign relies on video. It can be enough. I think trust comes as a result of like messaging at the end of the day, more so than just the product itself. So I would lean super heavily into like what's being said in attachment with whatever's being sold, instead of it being like, is my skin dry? What's happening? Instead of it being like a bunch of UGC creators just kind of showing the product per se, like I would focus on making sure they have a very clear message around like what you want them to say. Entire funnel campaign relies on video. Yeah, and if it's video, I'm all for it. Like, in all honesty, y'all, I would recommend that everybody just lean into video. Like anything that's a picture should be a video. Don't even psych yourself into believing that a picture is enough. It's not. You need a video. This dry skin is going to piss me off. I don't understand. 1 second. 1 second. I was literally going to go insane if I had to keep looking at it. Okay, that's better. Did y'all see I got my lashes done? I used to be such a girly girl. First of all, I've never been a lash girl though, but I used to be such a girly girl before my business took off, and then I completely let go of myself. I stopped getting my nails done. I didn't get my makeup done. I never been a lash girl, but I was like, no. But yeah, I'm trying to become a girly girl again. So yeah. Let's read Be Your Future Self together. Let's start a book club. Now I got to find a place to host a book club, y'all. We need to start a book club. We can get on here and host our book club. I'm gonna set a date. What did you put on there? I use of course, Lisa's asking me this question. It is a moisturizer by Clinique. I can't remember which one it is, but it's by Clinique. I didn't tell you this book. Hold on, let me see if I can find the book that it was. Best selling book. Dang, it's not the best seller. Oh, here it is. It's called Then She Was Gone. That's what it's called. Then She Was Gone. It was the best one that day, and I said, I'm gonna buy it. Yep. What else do you guys want to know? Oh my gosh, you have some winners there. Thank you. My books. Can you talk about what to look for when hiring a Klaviyo specialist for custom email designs? So if you're going to hire somebody for email designs, you don't need a Klaviyo specialist. You just need somebody who's great at design. So for example, Nore, who is one of the coaches in my program, she designs email campaigns, but she is in no way a Klaviyo specialist. But she understands like the functionality. She understands like, sectioning off an email, making sure that you have proper calls to actions, where they need to go, so on and so forth. So I would clarify whether or not you actually need a Klaviyo specialist who also does design, or if you just need a designer who understands email design. It was by Clinique, Lisa. Clinique. One of them people in the mall. But they also are in like Ulta, Sephora, so on and so forth. I've been using it for like years. Let me scroll back up and see if I missed anything else. I don't think I did. What else do y'all need to know before I go lay back on my couch? I've been watching this show on Hulu called Paradise. Y'all watched it? It's good. It's good. Before I go, if y'all aren't going to let me go, can I just tell y'all the number one thing that will, I don't want to say put people out of business, because every time I say that, people get mad at me. The number one thing that will cause a business to struggle in 2025 will be content. The book. The book is by Lisa Jewell. Lisa Jewell. So content in 2025 does not work like content in any other year prior to 2025. Okay. When I was just saying, like, if it's a picture, think of it as a video, or like find a way to make it a video. I wholeheartedly mean that, because obviously, as y'all know, we live in a video economy at this point. Short form video is fantastic, but also long form video is on the rise. Again, I don't really know when it died. People kept telling me, saying that it died, but like, when? But video is king at this point. And you know how they'll say, like, a picture can say 1,000 words, or a picture says 1,000 words. It's not true. Pictures don't just say 1,000 words. Like, taking a picture of your product on a solid, like if I took all my pictures up against this white wall right here, that don't say nothing whatsoever. It does not speak any words at all. So your content needs to add context to what it is that you're selling and or who you are selling to. Your content needs words, it needs messaging, it needs voice, it needs story, it needs personality. And if you are the type of person who does not want to be on video, you don't want to be the face of your brand, you don't want to use your voice, you're going to need to find somebody who does. Okay. So whether that be an influencer, a UGC creator, or a host of UGC creators, somebody needs to be on a video. Somebody needs to be talking face to camera as often as possible, because that's what works these days. And really, this shift really started, I won't say started, but like became super heavy last year, not really because of business owners, but because of content creators. I keep talking about, I think we were talking about it on live yesterday or the day before yesterday, how all of these people are like, maybe some of y'all are. Everybody is a influencer or an affiliate at this point. They get paid to post content. Well, they don't get paid to post content. Influencers get paid to post content. Affiliates get paid when somebody purchases by way of through their link, right? So I'm sure you've commented a word on somebody's post at some point. Some girl sharing something on Amazon, she said comment the word link. You commented the word, you got the link, you bought the thing, or maybe you added to your cart. I don't know. But that is the type of content that works these days. People are not looking to interact with little cutesy pictures no more. They want you to tell them all the good things about that thing in that video. Show them how you styled it. Tell them how much it cost. Tell them how many colors there were, so on and so forth. They got to be convinced, or they're not going to do a single thing. People are the laziest they've ever been in their entire lives. If you don't feel like spoon feeding nobody, I don't know what to tell you, because these people need to be spoon fed. It's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate. Yesterday, maybe the day before yesterday, somebody commented something. I forget what they commented. They asked me a question, and the question that she asked, I answered it in the paragraph right above her. And it wasn't a long paragraph either. It was the very last line of the paragraph. She asked me whatever it was, and I said, it's right above you in the message. It was the very last line. Them people lazy. It's crazy. It's insane. I'm restarting everything for my business now. When it comes to inventory, should I set my budget based on my goals and purchase just a few packs of one product and a couple complementary products? You can. I don't think there's a right or wrong way. When you're first starting out, restarting, there's nothing that can really help you predict how things are going to go. So I personally would start out with the least amount of inventory possible. Maybe not a few packs of anything, because we really don't know what's going to have demand, or if demand will be created around the product. And I don't want you to have money just being wasted or collecting dust from products that aren't selling. So I would start with like one pack of something versus multiple packs, unless you already have an engaged audience. Like if you're not necessarily starting from scratch audience wise, you have an engaged audience where you know what they like, you know what they're going to buy, so on and so forth. Sure, go with multiple packs. But if not, I would start with one pack, but I would still make them complementary items. Build a cohesive collection. That has always been one of the major points of me coaching people. Like, don't buy a bunch of completely unrelated products. Buy products that complement one another. Buy products that build a cohesive collection, because you really want people to enter into your world and say like, dang, I want all of these. Or like, she styled all these things together and showed me everything mixed and matched, and I would feel crazy not buying all of them. So yeah. How do you come up with video ideas? Honestly, I just sit and think, who's my target audience and what are they going through right now? Like literally right now. So like my ideal customer or my target customer is somebody who is a homebody, but also a homebody who wants to go outside, but she don't want to like go outside to the club. She want to like go outside to like yoga, Pilates. She's trying to convince herself to go to the gym, so on and so forth. So like I would create content about those things all the time. Like, okay, girl, so I know it's Saturday and you got a date with your couch. However, you could also have a date with the gym, but the gym is like 14 miles away from your house. So we really got to weigh our options here. Do we want to take 14 steps outside of our bedroom to the couch, or do we want to drive 14 miles to the gym? Your decision. Comment below and tell me which one you're going to do today. And while I'm talking and going through the motions of this context, or the context of like what I think she's experiencing today, I just maybe like putting on an outfit from my boutique, or I might be wearing an outfit from my boutique. So the content isn't about the product. The product is present, but the content isn't about the product. The content is about my target audience and what she's experiencing today. Do you have advice on hiring one salesperson for a new brand? It's going to be my first hire for my B2B side, but I don't know what to pay. Is it commission only? Is it supposed to be hourly? There really is no right or wrong. So there are certain people in this world who work off commission and they love working off commission. It makes them work harder because they know that the more that they sell, the more money that they make. Whereas some people want a set salary. They want to know that they're going to be paid the same amount regardless of how hard they work and regardless of how much money the business made, right? So I think you want to decide like, do I want somebody who is, no, that's not what I want to say. There's no right or wrong answer. Starting there, no right or wrong answer. I think it's the case of like, can I afford to pay somebody a set amount of money every single month, regardless of how much money they help my business make? Or do I want to pay them on a merit basis? Like you did something and therefore you get this amount of money. Some people need the consistency in somebody being present to sell, and therefore they go the route of having hourly. Some people have hourly plus commission, and some people only have just commission. So I wouldn't necessarily say there's a right or wrong answer. And then as far as like not finding the right person, but like interviewing people, I would say not interviewing people, finding people. I would put up two different job postings, two different job descriptions. So like one being an hourly position that, obviously outlines what it is that you want them to do, how much the pay is, so on and so forth. And I will put up another one that's like commission only, and then give them the details of like what percentage of your sales you're willing to pay them, if there's going to be a bonus of any sort, if they, hit their targets, so on and so forth. I was selling t-shirts and I'm making a decision to only keep like 2 designs. I want to restart with legging sets and maybe a jogger set. I was thinking of adding socks and maybe a hoodie. Gotcha. Yeah, that's cohesive. Can we still join the program? I think I'm gonna take the plunge. Should I do it now if my inventory hasn't arrived, or should I wait until it does? I want to make that payment back in 45 days. How soon is your inventory coming? Because you could use the time until to strategize and plan, or you could say, I got a pretty clear-cut strategy. I'll wait till I have the inventory. Someone who bought 4 pre-cleanses before half off said my new price is out of her budget. What is some good customer service? I was thinking giving her a code. You could give her a code. That's really the only thing you could do. You could give her a code. You could offer her free shipping, something like that. But honestly, like once somebody I'm gonna use the Boutique Academy as an example. So we have multiple things people can buy. They can buy a $19 challenge. They could buy a $99 quarterly membership. They could buy a $3,500 program, so on and so forth, right? There's so many different things that people can buy, or so many different price points they can buy at. There's always going to be somebody who says that a thing is beyond their price point. So for example, there's always going to be somebody who was in my membership paying $47 a month who will forever, no matter how much money they make, think that my program costs too much money. And that just is what it is. So the only thing that I can do in that circumstance is to continue to market so that hopefully one day they see the value in what is being provided to them at this level compared to this level down here, right? For somebody else, it's a mindset issue more so. It's like, okay, I feel like I can't pay for this thing or I can't afford this thing, but also I want better skin. But also I want to have a simple skincare routine. And so if I don't buy this product, I am going to have to go back to Sephora and they're going to have to create me this like 7-step situation that might actually cost me more. So I think sometimes it's like more mindset than it is like that they actually can't afford it. But some people are just not your customer in the long term. Like I think about the fact that when I started raising my prices for my boutique, my sales declined for sure. But I didn't take it as like, oh, people don't like my business anymore. It was my price point no longer works for them, or they became like conditioned to what the prices were. And again, the only thing I could do was continue to market so that hopefully they saw the value. Inventory should be here in late March. I feel like my strategy is solid and set. I haven't implemented it yet though. Gotcha. Yeah, I would say you could probably wait till the inventory comes. That way you can just like apply and apply and apply because you already have the inventory. So because I have a travel brand, would it be okay if I added a dress to the same collection, thinking that they would wear one to the airport and a dress, for an example, when they arrive? Yeah, you can sell anything. Like Alicia, you can sell whatever you want as long as you feel like it's something your ideal customer would buy. However, the most important component is going to be in how you market it. So as you probably know, it can't just be a case of like you saying, this is going to be the dress that you wear to the airport, and then this is going to be the outfit you wear when you land. They have to see something that gives them that context. So it might not be like, it could be you walking through the airport wearing the outfit and then obviously getting off the plane and headed to your hotel and change your clothes, so on and so forth. You can sell anything because anything can be anything, kind of. Could be an airport outfit or a travel outfit. Or should I focus on leggings and airport looks for one collection and another month focus on dresses and resort wear and another possibly swimwear? Or am I doing too much? I think you're thinking too far into it. I think you should focus on what is right now and also set a goal, but also set a very clear budget. Like how much money do I want to spend? What do I want my profit margin to be on the inventory? How much money do I want to make in the first 30 days of being in business? Don't add too many options because when you give people too many options, they don't make a choice. They make the choice to not buy anything. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. She's just not my customer anymore because she only getting the pre-cleanser. Oh yeah. Yep. If she's only getting one product, then yeah, no. Yeah, I've been drinking more water and minding my business. Ciao. I've been wanting to drink a Sprite so bad. I don't know if anybody like who used to be in my program a while ago is in here, but like I used to drink Sprite like it was water. I don't be drinking Sprite no more. I just be drinking water. And I'd be like, ugh, fine. Water. I love a good spicy Sprite hit the back of your throat. Feel like it's punching you in the back of the throat. Like, ugh. Sprite had you in a chokehold. It really did. Sprite and Chick-fil-A had me in the strongest. I don't even go to Chick-fil-A no more, y'all. It's crazy. I don't know who I've become. It's insane. What else do you guys want to know? Let me know. I did not mention to y'all, I'm having a webinar on Wednesday. No, I'm not. I'm having a webinar on Tuesday. I'm going to put the link in the chat. If anybody wants to join, come join us. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. Register. Free webinar. I don't think I got nothing else coming up that I can think of. Lisa, girl, I've been talking about the program the whole time we've been here. Zaki says, I like my Sprite like battery acid. Don't give me no weak Sprite. That's how I feel. Don't give me no weak Sprite. Give me the good, deep, strong, like it hit me like electricity. I need it to like kind of hurt. Y'all know how like what's the thing? McDonald's Sprite. McDonald's Sprite, that's something else right there. That's the best Sprite on earth. It hurt. Oh my gosh. Are you having a conference this year? Girl, apparently, allegedly. I'm really trying to get out of it, in all honesty. My brain doesn't want to. I'm really I'm trying to convince myself that I am, but my brain does not want to have a conference this year. I really want to chill and not put myself through the chaos of it all, because it is honestly chaos. It's fun once we get there, but all the time leading up to it is like, oh my God. Then like chasing after people for payments. And I'm not a chaser at all. So like people saying they coming and then they like, I'm not coming. And they like, oh, I changed my mind. I am coming. Child. So I don't know, girl. Keep me in your prayers. Yes, please talk about it. Okay, let me tell you about the program. So the program is called E-commerce Profit Plan, and it is all about teaching you how to build a profitable business. Okay, so when I first started, if you've been watching my YouTube channel, when I first started my boutique, I only knew what I knew from running at my last job, running that store, and then working in retail for 11 years. So all I knew was make sales, make sales, make sales. Although I knew my job was to make a profit, a lot of the things that I talked about were just like how to make more sales. In actuality, now in hindsight, I wish I had talked more about making a profit. So I think sometimes, a lot of times, the number one question people ask me is how to make more consistent sales. And as a result of that, people act in desperation just to say that they made sales. They'll be like, I had my biggest sales month of the year, or I had my biggest sales week ever. But then when we look at the numbers, it's like, yeah, but you didn't make no profit. There was no profit whatsoever. And then their cash flow is non-existent. There is no cash in the bank. So Shopify says they made this amount, but they spent just as much as they made in that month. It was crazy. So I, over the course of the years, obviously have gotten a lot smarter. I've hired fantastic accountants. I've hired a fantastic inventory strategist, so on and so forth. And they help me become significantly smarter as it pertains to money and how money works in e-commerce. So the biggest lessons that I learned were the 6 things that are like the core basis of the program, which are the importance of having a brand strategy. So not just branding from a visual standpoint. A lot of times people have a logo, they have a color palette, they have fonts, so on and so forth, but they don't have a brand strategy. Brand strategy is all about clarifying what you want people to perceive to be true about your business, which means that everything that you do and everything that you say needs to be conveyed a certain way so that you're shaping people's perception. You're guiding them to believe what you want them to believe to be true about your business. These are things that I just had no idea of when I first started my business, right? So now I'm like, everybody needs to have brand strategy, because one day you're going to wake up and decide, I don't want to do this no more. Or you're going to decide, I don't want to be the face of this no more. I want to hire people. And you need to be able to hand parts of your business over to them and them be able to continue in your footsteps with your brand strategy in mind, not just Jance's strategy or Lisa's strategy or so on and so forth, right? So the second module is visibility, which is all about all the ways you can put your brand in front of your target audience and actually like keep it in front of them. So keep it top of mind. So it's very heavily about content strategy and making sure that you're not just copying somebody else's content schedule. A lot of times people are like, how many times per day should I post? And like, what's the best time of the day to post? There is no such thing, because it's going to differ for every single person's business. So I am very big on numbers. I'm very big on setting goals. I ask my students all the time, like, what are you trying to accomplish here? Like, is our goal to get a certain amount of traffic? Are we trying to get a certain number of email subscribers, so on and so forth? Because in all actuality, your visibility efforts need to align with how big or small that goal is. So if I tell myself I need to get 100,000 people to my website in March, for example, there is no part of me that's going to say, and I am only willing to post one time per day to see if I get 100,000 visits to my website. Instead, I'm going to look at my metrics every single day and say, okay, well, today I posted one time and I got 2,000 people to my website, but I need 100,000 by the end of the month, right? So hold on, y'all know I always got to pull my calculator because I got to do the math. So if I need 100,000 visits to my website in a 30-day period of time, that means that I need about 3,333 visits to my website per day. If I post one time and I only get 2,000 visits per day, that tells me that either I need to post at least one more time, or I need to send an email, or I need to send a text, or I need to be running some ads because something needs to supplement the missing traffic that I'm not getting every single day, right? Or if I tell myself I'm trying to grow my email list and every single time I post, I get, I don't know, 4 new subscribers, but I'm trying to get 10 new subscribers every day. Well, something or someone else needs to be promoting the fact that I have an email list that needs to be signed up for, right? So hopefully I'm making sense. Like, you can't just say, how many times should I post without saying, like, this is what I want to accomplish? Because the number of times you post, or the number of emails you send, or the amount of ads you run, and so on and so forth, should be dictated by what you're trying to accomplish. The third module is about lead generation. So all the different ways you can grow your email list, but more importantly, like all the different ways that you can attract a lead. A lead is a potential customer. So somebody could sign up for your email list somebody could not sign up for your email list, but still be a lead. So for example, like if you have somebody who is constantly asking, for example, on my Instagram, I have people that send me DMs all the time about my program. They've never signed up for my email list. They come to webinars, and technically they have to sign up for my email list to join a webinar, but like, they're not like at the checkout abandoning their cart. They're not booking a call to ask questions about the program. So they're a lead. They just aren't in a checkout environment that tells me this person lead, or they're not signing up for my email list to say, like, I want more information about your program, but they're still a lead at the end of the day. So this module is all about like attracting potential customers, making sure you're clear about who is a potential customer worth you continuing to nurture, which is the next module, and who's not. Your social media audience typically is not, but somebody who's in your DMs all the time is worth you going after. Fourth module is about lead nurturing, which is about building relationships. They just got that module on Wednesday, one of those days. As I stated, these are completely brand new modules, so they've been being dripped out since the beginning of the year. So this one's about building relationships, and I relate it to like dating a lot, because basically when you're dating somebody, you're trying to build a relationship. So it's all about like how you talk to people and what you say to them and how you say things to them, and making sure that you're doing things in a specific order, instead of it being like, I just do whatever I want every single day, and I just pop up on the internet and I say whatever I want to say, and I share whatever I want to share. Like, no, there needs to be order to how you do it, and also where you're doing certain things. The fifth module is conversions, which is all about sales strategy. And everybody would hope that would be the first module, but it can't be the first module, because you need to understand all the things before that if you want consistent sales. You will never, ever, 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 ever have consistent sales without clarifying all the four things prior to that module. So it's all about sales tactics and the various things you can do and say to secure a sale from someone who is in fact interested, not complete and utter strangers, people who are 2 steps away from giving you money and just need a extra nudge. And the last module is about retention, which is really how you build a profitable business. A lot of times your first sale from someone is not that profitable. You will likely see most people will see the greatest amount of sales when you have a sale, when you have a discount, when there's a promotion. On a regular Tuesday, maybe not that much. But the people who've already shopped with you, they become or should become loyal customers, and they are actually how you build a profitable business. So when you don't have a high, or I won't say high, when you don't have a decent customer return rate, when you don't have a decent customer return rate, typically your profits are down, because you're not doing a great job of keeping people coming back. So a lot of your ability to retain people isn't just in marketing, it's also in product assortment, making sure that you understand what your audience likes, what they want to see more of, and you're actually taking their feedback into consideration when you decide like how you're going to progress forward as a business. So those are the core modules of the program. It is always open for enrollment. You can join at any time. Our calls are every Thursday and every other Wednesday. All the calls are in the evenings except for the Wednesday calls, which are in the morning. You can book a free call if you have questions about it. Hold on, I'm gonna find the link if anybody wants to book a call. If you have questions about it or you're not sure it's a good fit, you can book a call and answer or ask any questions you have. Hold on, let me find it and I'll show y'all the inside of it if anybody wants to see it. 1 second. Lisa said I'm hungry now. Girl, hungry. I had some what's some things called? Pancakes earlier. They were delicious. They were delicious. But yeah, that's my program, and it's a pretty darn good program if I do say so myself. One thing I pride myself on is getting smarter. I have been in my fair share of programs that just never get updated. I log in and I'm still watching things from 2022 and the dashboard don't even look the same no more. Shopify didn't change, the Facebook ads manager didn't change. It don't even look like that no more. The buttons you telling me to click don't even exist no more. So I am always learning. I am always evolving and shifting and all those things. And I update the program pretty much every single year. Last year, I taught so many of the classes live instead of pre-recording them. And we did, I don't know how many calls we did last year. We did so many live calls last year because I knew I was going to revamp the program this year. And doing all those calls live really helped me to like see for real what everybody was struggling with. It forced them to have to talk to me because I was like, I mean, there are lessons you can watch, but also you're going to have to come to this live class where I talk to you about these things and then ask me questions in real time. So that really helped me to like truly see and hear what people were actually struggling with. And ultimately, I rebuilt the whole program. And also, I was rebranding my business last year. So I pretty much rebuilt the program with their, concerns and struggles. And then also with me rebranding my business in mind. And it was a fun time. I just put the link in the chat if anybody wants to book a call. Who did you use to create the landing page for your free masterclass? Lead Pages is what I used. Shay, I think that's your name. Lead Pages. Is the Sales in the City video recording available? It is somewhere. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find it. 1 second. I love the updated program. It's so good. Thank you. It is my favorite version of the program, but I think every version is my favorite. I'm pretty sure they're all my favorite, but this is like my absolute favorite. Like, pending that nothing changes too majorly in the industry, I feel like this is like a really solid program. It makes my heart smile. And so last year, while I was like working on my rebrand, where is this link? I don't see it in here. Conference. I'm gonna have to look for it elsewhere. I don't know where it is. There's definitely a replay somewhere. But last year I was working on my rebrand, like just on pen and paper. Where's the notebook? This is my rebrand notebook. I literally went to the store and it's dirty. But I went to the store and I bought me a little notebook. And then I started writing stuff down for my rebrand. And then once I got like super duper clear about what I wanted to do and what I wanted to change, what I needed to fix, so on and so forth, then I started revamping the program. I kind of backtracked though. So I did it myself. Then I started creating the program. And then I went back and did all of the homework assignments myself with my rebrand in mind to see if it actually made sense and like gave me a true path forward. And it did. I was like, man, I came up with so many content ideas. My messaging has never been clearer. My target audience has never been clearer. My inventory assortment or like product assortment never been clearer. Everything's so clear, it's crazy. I I don't know. I don't know how I get smarter. I don't know because I don't be reading them books. I don't be reading the books, child. But it's a good time. Is paid ChatGPT better than the free? Yes, girl. It is so much better. So much better. I can't remember when I upgraded. I upgraded sometime last year. I had been like, no, I'm not. First of all, I'm like, I'm smart. I don't need a robot to be smarter. This is smart enough. And I think I updated it because I ran out of. They used to have that limit or something. They used to be like, too many people are using it right now. You can't use it. And I was like in the depths of using it one day. Like I was seriously in there. And I was like, oh no, let me go update this. So I updated it. And I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know why or what is happening to make it better, but it's just better. The responses are 100 times better. I don't know. It's the craziest thing. If it stays $20, I will forever give them that $20. I promise. It's fantastic. I just upgraded to the pay version last week. It's amazing. What's the math to make back the investment by the 6-month mark? That's a good question. So, first of all, Lisa, the math, hollering. So, our two things. So, we have a 6-month payment plan, which is just like a monthly payment plan, or you can use Affirm, Klarna, or what's the other one? Affirm, Klarna, Afterpay. So, I don't know the numbers off the top of my head. Hold on, I'm gonna tell y'all. Because if you choose like Affirm, Afterpay, or Klarna, it's so low, it's crazy. Hold on, I'm gonna tell y'all the numbers. 1 second. So if you use, well, obviously you got to get approved for Affirm, Afterpay, Klarna, or whatever. But if you use Affirm, your payments can be as low as $122 a month. If you use Afterpay, it could be as low as $292 per month. With Klarna, I don't know how low it can be. It don't tell me on here. Excuse me. But if you choose the monthly payment plan that's through us, it's $585 per month. However, I always tell people the math is very important here. Shout out to Lisa. I don't know how everybody else approaches math. I'm gonna give y'all perspective. I literally just enrolled. Enrolled is not the word. It's not a course. I literally just bought something yesterday that cost me $5,000. I got y'all all up in my business before I do this math. Yesterday I bought something that cost me $5,000. Last week I hired this girl to do some content stuff for me that cost me $3,000. So it's $8,000 in a week's time. And I don't want to spend $8,000. Obviously, I would love to have $8,000 still in my bank account, but also my brain thinks, how much more money could I make after I spend this $8,000 or $5,000, right? I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna just use this from an inventory perspective. Hold on, let me find my little inventory, my little profit calculator. I only think in investment terms. So 1 second. This the app I use. It's called Cost Margin, and it got this little white man on there. All right, so I know that if I spend $5,000 at a minimum, I'm gonna give that inventory at a minimum 65% margin. So a $5,000 investment with a 65% margin in my world can produce me $14,285.71. I'm gonna spend $5,000. And depending on what the inventory is, it could be up to like 82% margin. Let's go on the high end. 82%. $5,000 could become $27,777.78. Personally speaking, I'm about to spend $5,000, especially if I can use Afterpay or Affirm to spend it. So going back to the numbers. So whenever people tell me like, I don't know if I want to spend $585 a month on a course or whatever. First of all, I don't do sales calls. My team does. But when people talk to me about $585, I tell them, well, number one, you already have the wrong mindset about spending the $585 because it's not a cost per se, it's an investment. You should make a return. You should see a return on your investment. So if you come into the program and do what you're supposed to do and actually take action and ask for help when necessary, that 585 should multiply because that's what investments do. Okay. So let's just make this simple math. Let's say 585 is what you need to make back in 35 in 30 days after joining the program. 585 divided by 30 days is $19.50. You need to make $20 a day to make back your 585 a month. I don't know, y'all. I just feel extremely confident in my ability to help you make $20 a day. And the only reason I feel extremely confident in my ability to help you make $20 a day is because I've been teaching people how to make $1,000 per day for the last 3 years. So $20 a day, when I break the numbers down like that, like, friend, it's $585 a month. But we're about to teach you things that are going to make you thousands of dollars per day if you do the work. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. So again, I'm not in nobody's pockets, but money is such a mindset thing that a lot of people struggle with. Like I would tell anyone that I would not be where I am today if I did not invest in myself at some. I always say this, like I'm only talking about the program because Lisa's making me talk about the program. I am not a salesy person at all. I know how to drive sales. I don't care to like force nobody to spend money that they don't want to spend or so on and so forth. Like if you're going to buy something, enroll in something, whatever, invest in something, like I want you to do it because you believe in yourself, not because of me. Okay. I need you to believe in you, not me. Because I've been doing this for 6 years. You gotta believe in your capabilities, okay? But I think like I was saying, I always tell people I would not be where I am if I did not invest in myself. The very first thing I ever invested in was a ads course, which in hindsight, if I could go back, I probably wouldn't have bought an ads course first. It probably wouldn't have been the very first thing I bought, but I'm not mad at the investment. I bought an ads course. It had a monthly payment plan of like $300 or something like that. And of course, ads cost money. So not only was I spending I think it was like $333 a month or something like that. I was spending $333 a month. I also had to spend money on the ads. Like I didn't think none of that through when I started that program. I was like, you don't even have $333, but you're gonna spend it. But you also need money to run the ads. Where's that money gonna come from? I don't know. Anyway, so I went into the program and I'm a student through and through. I'm the type of person, I love school. So I got in that program. I went head first into that curriculum. I was on every single call. When nobody had questions, I had a question. If he said I could share my screen, I am sharing my screen. When I started running them ads and I didn't know what was going on, please help me understand what's going on. And guess what? By the end of that 30 days, I had made the money I needed to pay for the whole program, I had made from the ads. Why? Because I did what I needed to do. And I believed in myself. And all I knew was I was going to owe this man $333 next month, and I ain't have it. So we need to figure out how to make it. And I made it. And that was that. And then after that, the next thing I invested in, I think was like a $12,000 program. I didn't have $12,000. Every time I think about this, I crack up because it was so funny to me at the time. I did not have $12,000. I didn't have close to $12,000. I went to this conference. I think the conference cost me $1,000 to attend. I think I paid for it on like a monthly payment plan, like, I don't know, $100 a month or something like that. So I went to this conference. It was like my first conference for real. And then she starts pitching her program. And they start passing out the little booklets that have the information about the program in it. I can't remember if we had to scan a barcode or something. I don't know. But it showed how much the program was. And I was like, how much? I'm like, girl, this is literally me. Girl, I just paid you $1,000 to be here and you want $12,000 more? Girl, you are crazy. Like I literally was like, you are absolutely insane. But anyway, I went through the rest of the conference. That was the second day of the conference. Went through the second day of the conference. I'll never forget. I checked my bank account. Not my bank account, because I knew wasn't nothing in my bank account. I checked my credit cards, my credit card balance, and I think I had maybe like $3,000, maybe $4,000 on my credit card to spend. And they allowed you to make a deposit to like secure your spot for the program. And then it was like monthly payments after that. I walked up to her and I was like, I had already convinced myself I wasn't going to join the program and I wanted to join the program. I was like, well, the first module was about public relations and I have a public relations degree. The second module is about running ads, and I already took this ads course. I already know how to run ads. So I'm just wondering, like, do you think that I need the other 4 modules? Because I already learned these 2 things. So, like, do you think it's worth it for me to join the program? I'm asking her, the coach. And she was like, I really can't tell you that because you got to know whether you need these 4 other things. She was like, do you need these 4 other things? And I'm thinking to myself, like, yeah, I do, but also I already know these first 2 things. So she told me to sleep on it because we had one more day left of the conference. And I appreciated that she wasn't like, yeah, girl, you need to join. She was like, I can't tell you that. So I slept on it. And the number one thing that helped me to decide to join her $12,000 program that I could not afford was the fact that I did not know them 4 things. And I had flew all the way to Atlanta to attend her conference. I had been listening to her for 2 days straight. And I'm like, man, she just spent 2 days telling me all types of things. We've worked out how to create a program and all this good stuff. And I have no idea how to move forward. I have a bunch of stuff written down on a piece of paper. Think about going to a webinar. You get all this information, and now you lead a webinar, and you're like, now what do I do with this information? How do I apply this? That was literally me. So I was like, girl, you need to stop being stupid and join this program because 30 days from now, you're going to still be in the same place. You're going to have this notebook full of notes going nowhere. Same thing that happened to me in the, what's it called? In the ads program happened to me in her program. I paid whatever I could. I maxed out my credit card. So now I don't got no money in my bank account or on my credit card. Maxed out that credit card, got in that program, started learning the things that I needed to learn, made that money back. So the program, not this program, but the very first program that I had, I actually built it while I was in her program. And I'll never forget, prior to that, I was selling like $27 classes and $9 ebooks and all type of whatnot. So I had built this program. She had, went through all the material and everything. And she was telling me like, Jance, this is $1,000 program. And I was like, this is not $1,000 program because I would never charge nobody $1,000. I kept saying like, I just can't see myself charging nobody $1,000 for nothing. This is a lesson on pricing as well. This is a lesson on believing in yourself, pricing, so on and so forth. I was like, I can't charge $1,000 for nothing. That sounds crazy. I've been selling $27 classes. Insane. Anyway, so I was like, okay, we're going to settle at $997 is how much this program is going to be. So I start promoting this program. At the time, it was an 8-week program. My program is 6 months now, y'all. It was $1,000 then. It is $3,500 now. It used to be 2 months long. It is now 6 months long. Why? Because you need 6 months at least, honestly. Anyway, I launched this $997 program. And I got like 12 people to join it in like 3 days. And I was like, what? I made all of the money back that I had paid her from in that little 3-day period of time that I sold people into that program. And I think the first round of the program, I had like 18 or 20 people, something like that joined. I couldn't believe myself. I was like, oh my God, I can only imagine if I had never joined the program. Like, where would I have been? What would I have done? This is crazy. After that, once I went through the program, oh Lord Jesus, the way I got ripped to shreds, not ripped to shreds in the bad part, but like not in a bad way, but like the amount of information that I was giving for $1,000 and then watching people make $100,000 a year and then $100,000 in 6 months. And I was like, I only charged them $997. I was like, you mean to tell me I intended to be on a Zoom call for 60 minutes and I was actually on there for 240? No. And I did that 8 times? No, absolutely not. So of course the price went up eventually. But then I also lengthened the program because it's like, man, the industry changes so quickly and so much that it's just like, we need 6 months now. We need 6 whole months to get it together. And then I added coaches, and them coaches cost money. Okay, it's not free for me to have them there every day in the community. It's not free for me to have them host a class every month. It's not free. So yeah, I say all that to say $585 may sound like a lot to you in this moment, but someday $585 will be a drop in the bucket. For me these days, making a $5,000 investment is a drop in the bucket. I'll be like, it's going to come back to me because I know what to do to make it come back to me. And I also am extremely confident in my ability to make it come back to me because I'm going to go into this program and learn and implement and ask questions to ensure that I get my $5,000 back quickly. Now, I'm not even talking about 30 days. I'm talking by the end of 7 days from now, $5,000 needs to be back in my bank account. That's how much Jance believes in herself, okay? She gonna hit the ground running every single time. Period. Then people be like, all right, what the girl I hired last week for content, she was like, when do you want to get started? She was like, do you want to get started on Monday? This was Tuesday when me and her were talking. She said, you want to get started on Monday? Absolutely not. Let's get started today. I'm ready to go. No, I paid you on Friday. Why would I get started next Monday when I can get started today? I need to make my $3,000 back. Period. And what's crazy to me is people, this is why I keep saying, like, I have no problem telling people don't join my program until, don't join my program if, right? Because I have seen so many people who pay for my program or a program in any capacity who don't log into it for weeks. They're like, oh, I forgot I bought it. How did you forget that you bought something that cost you money? Oh, you just got money to waste. It's crazy. I don't care how much money I make. I ain't got no money to waste. As soon as I pay for it. The one that I paid for yesterday, I logged into it instantly. $5,000. Instantly logged in. She said, fill out this form. That form was so long. Mind you, the price was going to go up at midnight. I think I paid for it at like 10:53 or something like that. Thankfully, I remembered it. The form that she wanted me to fill out, it was like 40 questions long. No exaggeration. I did not want to fill out that 40 question form. But it said I couldn't move on and book my first call until I finished that 40 question form. I finished that 40 question form at 11 p.m. last night, and I booked my call for first thing Monday morning. Because what? Girl, give me my money back. We got to work. I got questions from day one. I don't care who program it is. Once I log in, where can I find the lesson on? Is there a lesson on? When's the first call? Add that to my calendar. I'll be there front and center. Sure will. You know? Yeah. Marcus said $997 is $1,000. It's not. It's $3 off. 4 figures sounded so crazy to me. I said, I cannot charge them people $1,000. But Markeisha, this is the crazy thing. Price psychology. To some people, $997 is $1,000. To some people, $997 is less than $1,000. Price psychology. It's the same when you charge $97 instead of $100. It's like, but it's less than $100. And some people are going to say it's $100. It's not. It's $97. It's why people put 99 instead of zeros at the end of the price, because if it's $24.99, it's less than $25. For some people, it's $25. We really need the people who see it as it's less than $25. So, yeah. It was a booze course, Alexis. I had Danielle's course. I did a booze course first. I had Danielle's course, but I actually never did it. Like, I think I watched maybe 2 lessons, and then I completely didn't do it anymore. I don't know her by any means. So before I say what I'm about to say, I don't know her. But at the time, her program was one of those programs that hadn't been updated. So the things that she was telling me to do and buttons she was telling us to push, they didn't exist no more. It was a very outdated program, and it cost more than a booze. So I was expecting, like a premium something, and it was not that. Unfortunately, I've heard great things from people about it, but I didn't have the same experience personally. But I also already had ads education. So I'm a little late. Did the Boutique Academy platform change? It did. We no longer have an app. It has been over a year, girl. You've been gone for a long, long time. We got rid of our app in December of, I think, what year is it? 2025. We got rid of our app in December of 2023. So we've been in a platform called Circle for the last little over a year now. I just got that book. Which book you just get, Regina? 987. Oh, that was nonfiction. It's worth it though. Yes. What percentage of revenue should cover personal pay before quitting your job? So I don't know that it's a percentage. It really is just like knowing what your bare minimum expenses are and making sure that you make enough to be able to pay yourself that and also sustain the business. Like it in my head, it's not a percentage. It is a set dollar amount. When I first started my business, because I didn't have a job, literally like I knew how much money I wanted to make per month, but I knew how much money I had to make per month because I had rent and a car note and car insurance. I literally tallied all of that up and said, okay, at a minimum, you got to make this to just cover your expenses. Now, how much more do you need to make to be able to sustain the business? They were two totally different numbers. I have a lot of conversations with people in my DMs. Were we talking about this on live the other day? I have a lot of conversations with people in my DMs that tell me like, I just want to make $6,000 a month and then I'll be good. And I'll say, well, why $6,000? And they say, well, that'll cover my personal expenses or that'll cover my salary at my job. And I'm like, girl, your business's income is not your salary. It's a percentage. It's a little chunk of it. I was thinking of it like revenue equals business things plus my bills plus profit. Revenue equals business things plus my bills plus my profit. So like 33% split or something. Not really, no. Not really, because it's gonna change. Well, your revenue is gonna change every single month. And like for example, at this point in my business, I have a set salary, but it's like a set salary. Like I know for a fact every single month, regardless of how much money my business makes, I need to make this amount to pay myself. And also a specific amount to pay them coaches and pay these platforms and so on and so forth. There are set dollar amounts, not percentages. So Lord, let me get over there to Circle. I only use your programs because there's never mean girl energy. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. These other heifers be upsetting me and my homegirls. I'm screaming. Girl, I do not do mean girl energy. I would, if I ever had anybody in my world with mean girl energy, I would kick them out instantly. I do not do mean girl energy. Lisa, you don't mention your salary. This is key, and it's not what you're making your current job. That makes sense. Thank you. You're welcome. You're so welcome. I said I was going to show y'all the inside of my program. I'll show you Circle. Who was that? My favorite Libra. Hold on. 1 second. What am I looking at? I am not looking at what I was supposed to be looking at. Only positive vibes over here. I love it. Yes. There are not enough like what's it called? There are not enough like good vibe places on the internet. And I don't know why. I really don't know why. Okay, how do I share my screen in here? Because clearly I don't know what I'm doing. Is it gonna let me unshare my screen once I share it? We're gonna find out. See my screen? No, in the chat. Can y'all see this? I don't know if y'all can see it or not. It say I'm sharing, but only Jesus knows. Y'all know I be on Zoom regularly. Okay, perfect. So this is the membership. Both the membership and the program are in Circle, but they're in different circles. So this is the membership. So you're welcome, and you start here. There is an app for Circle. It's just not called the Boutique Academy anymore. It's just the Circle app, and then you log into the Boutique Academy. Start there. All the things you need to know to navigate the situations. Resources. There's a little chat situation. Well, not chat. It's like a feed where you can talk to one another. And then the trainings are here. Startup essentials. There's an ads course in there. Digital marketing classes in here. And content. Somebody asked me about content creation earlier. I can't remember who it was, but here are all the content creation classes in here. Sales strategy in here. And then these are like quick how-tos, because people always ask me like how to do stuff all the time. And it's usually like a 2-minute thing. So I just record a quick little video, the thing, and put it in here. This one is 30 seconds long, 46 seconds long. So these are all like quick how-tos. And then these are all guest expert replays. We had so many guest experts in here. So I actually don't participate in the membership anymore. Number one, because I put everything in there, like it needs nothing else. And I put all my energy into my program now. So the membership is just a library of trainings that you can watch at any time. Photography, social media, reels, blah, 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 blah. Finances, bookkeeping, taxes, personal credit, funding, and then operations, mindset, manufacturing, inventory, blah, 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 blah. I should say ain't no roaches or nothing. Q&A, e-commerce elementary isn't in here. I don't know why it's in there. There's literally nothing in here. These are all the Q&A replays for 2023 and 2024. And then we have challenges. Some of y'all have probably already did the $1,000 a day challenge, but we did it over again live last year in the membership. There's an email marketing challenge. This Beyonce challenge is my favorite thing I've ever done in my whole life. Like, I wish I could do a Beyonce lesson every day. It was my most fun session ever. And then these are planning sessions. So every quarter we used to do quarterly planning sessions. So if you're ever wondering like how to plan for the quarter, that's in there. So that's the membership. And then e-commerce profit plan is in its own circle. Our e-commerce profit plan space. Same here. You got a welcome situation. Community support. This is where everybody asks for support or asks questions. I saw a video the other day that said Black people don't know how to say ask. Ask. So this is where they ask for support. This is our coaching call calendar, so you can RSVP. Tomorrow, Emma is having co-working. Wednesday is me and Brianka. Thursday is inventory strategy with Darlene. This is where the girls can share their wins, what's going on in their lives, and what they're doing. What Janine say? I'm placing over $800 first order. I know that's right. I didn't even read that. Oh, that was 4 hours ago. I haven't been in here. She got a $800. Help somebody. Do y'all hear me? $585 in a month. One $800 order. I can't even make this up. Do y'all see this? And over $800 first order, one order out of a day, out of 24 hours. Crazy. Anyway, this is where the girls share what they did, what they accomplished, all the things. Emma created her lead magnet. Marielle made $20,000 in 90 days. So on. Started some paid ads. Dartisha said her launch failed, but she was happy that she did it. And I'm proud of that. Here, so all the classes that we have weekly are in here. And then if they want to chat with each other, they can chat in here. It's like a group chat, basically. And then these are where the modules are. So currently they have access to 4 modules. And And those 4 modules total 13 hours and 49 minutes of their lives. They're very busy women. You can see how long each one of them are. So if you're like, how long do I need to dedicate? Everybody be asking me that, like, how long do I need to dedicate to the program each week? Like, honestly, friend, you got 6 months. You dedicate as much time as you would like. These modules right here, minus 2 modules that aren't there yet, are 13 hours and 49 minutes. Okay. Yeah. She said, look at me. Lisa is winning. She is beating everybody right now. She has watched 97%. Shout out to Lisa. I feel like you deserve a reward. And Andrea, 86%. I know that's right. Micah, I don't know if she's still in here. 78%, period. Shameka, 81%, period. Susie, I don't know if Susie in here. Was Susie in here? 70. I know that's right, y'all. Y'all better be watching. I love it. Praise the Lord. So that's that. And then these are the playbooks that they get rolled out as I create them. So I think right now they have access to the analytics, because we talk about analytics a lot more than we talk about everything else. As we get closer to Black Friday, they'll get a Black Friday playbook. Can y'all see these? Can y'all see these ChatGPT prompts? I don't even know if y'all have access to these. Can somebody look for me? If not, I'm about to give y'all access to it. These are a bunch of prompts that they can use in ChatGPT, because I am a ChatGPT girl. Marketing, sales ain't got nothing in it yet, because the next module is conversion. So they'll have access to this with the next module. Inventory and promotions, they'll get access to this with the next module too. Ads and traffic, there's stuff in here, but they have a whole ads course down here. So there's an ads course, which is not the same ads course that's in the membership. It's a totally different ads course. There's a Shopify class. So they get a full walkthrough of how to set up the Shopify situation. And there's a Klaviyo class. You can get a full walkthrough of how to set up Klaviyo. This is a good comparison, because people always tell me, I already watched the Klaviyo course in the membership, and I always have to tell them, well, the one in the membership is not a course, it's a class. And those are two different things. So courses have modules and lessons. This is a course. It's broken down into parts, telling you all the parts, how to set up all the parts of the thing. In my membership, there's a class about email marketing, and it's an overview of Klaviyo. Two totally different things, okay? So yeah, that's the program. The 2024 stuff, only the 2024 students have access to this. And I found the conference replays. They're down here. But yeah, that's that. Very organized, very clean, very what your favorite Libra say? Nice. Ain't no roaches or nothing. Okay. I am such a stickler for things having a home and being organized. Literally, it will drive me insane if I can't find what I'm looking for. It will drive me nuts. Hold on, I'm about to show y'all. Wait, I gotta stop sharing my screen so y'all can't see it. I just want y'all to see. 1 second. I just want y'all to see what these homework assignments look like. When y'all be doing the modules, do y'all be doing the homework too? Don't lie. Do y'all be doing it? Because I be doing them. I be completing them for myself. I'm about to show y'all that I completed them for myself. 1 second. I just started doing one of, I think, the branding module for Melrose Blue. My other boutique, if y'all didn't know. Markeisha, please, you're a teacher. Markeisha, you're a teacher. You got to do the homework. You make my eye twitch. My God. So I'm using it as I go through my launch. Okay, perfect. So I got to get better at it. Okay. Honestly, the homework assignments make everything so much easier. Clean as the board of health. I know that's right. Andrea says clean. Clean as the board of health. But I don't see the ChatGPT. Okay, I'm about to give y'all access to the ChatGPT prompts. I'm screaming. The ChatGPT prompts and the models are T. They are T. Honestly, when I did the first one, I said, "This is nice. This is really nice." Okay, y'all. I'm about to give y'all access to the ChatGPT one. Erica, I will share this replay to my channel. Don't you worry, girl. I can tell when people don't do it. I can tell too, Lisa, by their questions. When I be like, your ICA, and then they say, what's the ICA? I be like, that's in module 1. I be feeling so sad. Like, friend, that's in, yes. I'm like, it's module 1, friend. I don't understand. You ain't do it. Okay. I'm telling you, that one module alone answers your whole life. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to show y'all my not my brazen one. I ain't never showing anybody anything else from brazen ever again. Okay, I'm about to read y'all my ICA. ICA stands for, what does it stand for? Ideal customer, ideal customer avatar. So I gave them, so they got to answer a bunch of questions first about their ideal customer. And then I gave them a chat GPT prompt, and they have this long list of stuff that they got to share with chat GPT, and then they share the responses with chat GPT about their customer, and then it creates a customer profile for them. Fantastic. Okay. Superb. I give myself an A+, honestly. So hold on. I'm about to read y'all the detail, what chat GPT came up with me based off of what I shared with it. Go over module 1. Then if you still have the question, put it in the community. Listen. You mean the prompts of the content video in the modules, or the one in the workbooks, unless there's a different one? The prompts that come in the workbook. There's a prompt in the workbook, if I remember correctly. Andrea said, I'd be like, don't piss me off, girl. Same. I see it was too on point. It actually scared me. It scared me as well. Okay, I'm about to read y'all minds. And y'all can steal it if y'all want, because, yeah, nah. I feel like an evil genius this year. Like, everything about my life feels very evil genius-y. And I just like, I know I sound like a crazy person. I feel like an evil genius. It's insane, honestly, truly. Okay, hold on. 1 second. Oh my. So this is the shit, I'm cracking me up. This is the completed one that ChatGPT created for me. But again, if y'all don't know, ChatGPT can only give you a response as good as what you give to it. So I gave it all this information about my ideal customer, and then it created the profile for me. And I said, yeah, this her. Exactly. Executing it to perfection, not gonna happen. Okay. So this is the profile it came up with for me. It says who they are. She's a millennial woman, 20. I don't know if the person asked me about target audience is still on here, but this is what I mean when you got to create a clear target audience. Okay. Who she is, a millennial woman, 28 to 45, who fully embodies the boss babe energy. During the week, she's all business focused, high performing, and constantly under pressure. She's the one people turn to when things need to get done, and she thrives in that role. But by Friday, she's drained and counting down the hours until the weekend. The weekend is her escape, her time to let go, unwind, and indulge in the fun she works so hard for. She loves shopping, vacations, though she still checks emails and finding effortless ways to look put together without sacrificing comfort. What she's feeling, her pain points and challenges. She spends her weekdays making countless decisions and doesn't want to think about anything extra on the weekends. She has a closet full of clothes, but still feels like she has nothing to wear. She wants to work. She wants her weekend style to feel effortless, sexy, stylish, and never try hard. She's tired of spending money on outfits that don't fit her lifestyle. She only lets herself enjoy life on the weekends, but struggles to plan the fun she craves. What she desires, her aspirations, a weekend wardrobe that's stylish, functional, and easy to throw on. Freedom from decision fatigue, having go-to outfits, cocktails, and plans that make weekends stress-free. To indulge in experiences that make her feel like she's living after a long week of working. To spend her money on things that make sense for her lifestyle. A sense of excitement, having something to look forward to every weekend. Her micro problems that my brand will solve for her. Clothes that fit her weekend lifestyle: chic, sexy, and effortless. Encouraging words and reminders to enjoy life because she often forgets. Ideas for fun things to do in seasonal events so she doesn't have to plan. Cocktail recipes and tutorials. Easy drinks to make at home or order out. Clothing that strikes the balance between sexy and effortless. Never too much, always just right. Why they choose Melrose Blue over the competitors: personality-driven marketing. Melrose Blue gets her lifestyle and speaks her language. A wardrobe that makes sense. Every piece is curated for the woman who works hard and plays stylishly. And understanding of seasonality, keeping her closet updated for the right occasions, whether it's rooftop season, vacation mode, or cozy cocktail nights. Her transformation after purchasing from Melrose Blue. Her closet finally makes sense. She has effortless outfits that work for her weekend style. She has something to look forward to every weekend: outfits, events, and moments designed for her. She no longer overthinks her wardrobe. She's always ready for wherever the night takes her. She has access to a seasonal calendar of events, so her weekends are curated, not chaotic. She's enjoying life more, whether through a new outfit, a perfect cocktail, or a spontaneous getaway. At Melrose Blue, we don't just sell clothes. We help high-performing women reclaim their weekends, one effortless outfit and one well-made cocktail at a time. Period. Okay. If that is not a description of a target audience, I don't know what is. I can make so many decisions about what to do and say and offer based off of this description. There will never be a time where I'm like, I don't know what to say or what to talk to her about. It's never going to happen. And even if it did, I could be like, okay, ChatGPT, based off of what you know about my target audience, give me ideas of what to talk to her about for 30 days straight. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I don't even got to think. I just got to give ChatGPT the description and say, help me make sense of all this, friend. So this is, well, on mine, depending on how long your responses are in the workbook, this is page 9, but it's like 16 pages. Yeah, it's like 16 pages in this workbook. This is what they cover in module 1. What is a brand? Perception, association, and connection. Defining your niche. Then the ideal customer profile, the prompt that they're going to share with ChatGPT. Then we do messaging. So once you're clear about your audience, you should be able to get crystal clear about your messaging. And then there's a consistency checklist to make sure you stay consistent. What's going to set your brand apart? How you're going to position your brand up against others. Brand design. And then creating a brand guideline. Every brand needs brand guidelines. Okay. Everybody needs brand guidelines. Your brand guidelines are going to tell you what you do and don't do, what you say and what you don't say, what you can and cannot be or do or say, so on and so forth. What's your content can and cannot look like? What colors can and cannot be used together? You need guidelines, friends. And you can give them to yourself, or you can have ChatGPT help you create them. You do not have to be smarter than you actually are. Like, you literally could just flush it out as deeply as you can by yourself, and then let ChatGPT make it better for you. It's so simple. There's a lot of people that I talk to who still tell me to this day that they don't use ChatGPT. They're like, I don't want to use AI, and they're like, I don't want my intellectual property to be in there. And I'm just like, girl, intellectual property been on the internet for forever. Please. Don't give it your social security number. Don't give it your address and all that whatnot. Keep something for yourself. All this other stuff, you can have it. Take it all. Tell me what I should do. Lisa said, I pictured a whole movie. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So I left and came back. I was chatting on stuff that happened an hour ago. Crying. The workbooks are fire. This plus the paid version of ChatGPT. Exactly. My next project is to create my own GPT for my brand. I'm actually going to show y'all how to create one, because Brianka, this is how crazy Brianka is. So Brianka has been writing all not my boutiques emails, obviously, but for the Boutique Academy, Brianka has been writing all the emails lately. I have not written an email in so long. This girl, Brianka, created a GPT for me, like with my voice. It's the funniest thing. So when she logs into her chat GPT, it literally says like Brianka's voice, Jance's voice, and then she has like a bunch of other ones that she created for herself. It's the funniest thing to me. I'm like, girl, not you got your chat GPT talking like me. I love that. Yep. She loves creating her. Jan, do you sell your GPT like access to it? So the one that y'all have access to in the program, the content one, I do, but it's inside of my ebook. So the ebook is like 80 pages long, and then the GPT is inside of there. I gotta get a new chair. This one is about to be out of commission. I'm too old for this. Speaking of ICA, Janice, I sent you a question with my ending results in the Q&A form a while back. If you have a moment to respond, in the Q&A form or the one where y'all submit y'all results, which form we talk about? Because we don't use a Q&A form, so let me know which one you talking about. New chest, no chair. Yeah, I couldn't. Well, I needed to see the desk first, because when I ordered it, the wood looked a certain way, and I was like, I don't know if it actually looks the way that I think that it looks in real life. So now that I see it, I'm like, okay, I think I can buy what's it called? What's the thing called? A chair. Do y'all know what a GPT is? Not the platform Chat GPT, but a GPT. I'm about to show y'all the Q&A form that we use for the Q&A calls. Oh, yeah, girl, we ain't looked at a Q&A form in ages. I'm gonna have to look for it. I have not seen a form in so long. I'm gonna have to look for it. Get one that lets you sit crisscross. Girl, I have one. It's in my cart right now. I want one of those. I want the one. I'm pretty sure it's the same one you're thinking about. Because I'm one of the people that want to sit in Indian style, all type of stuff. Chat can change your life if used correctly. Absolutely. Like I don't think I would have accomplished as much as I did as fast as I did last year without ChatGPT. It sped up everything for me. Honestly, people are going to be left behind if they don't get with the ChatGPT AI and all the advanced that it has to offer. Yes, exactly. I'll eventually create an agent to answer FAQs on the website too. Yep, same girl, same. I'm trying to find somebody that can like come in and teach us an AI class, because I really want to not like ChatGPT AI, but like that, like building your own customer service agent. I've been seeing a lot of people like use AI models for their photos and things like that. So yeah, I'm like, we gotta learn all the things. Let me show y'all the GPTs. Hold on. And then I'm gonna get off here because I've been on here for 2 hours, child, and my mouth dry. Okay, so this is my GPT that I created. And if you look over on the left-hand side and click Explore GPTs, basically, I'm not gonna lie to y'all and say I know what the GPT stand for. I always say this, but basically they're like AI tools created by individuals or different companies. So essentially, you can train your own AI bot, let's call it that. You train your own bot to your own standards, right? So I created one for content, but it's content specifically for e-commerce. So I trained it by way of giving it like all of my thoughts about content creation. I gave it the ebook that I created about content creation. I gave it a few of the presentations that I've created about content creation, so on and so forth. And then I basically told it like, these are the types of questions that my audience will likely ask. These are the types of answers that, or this is the type of answer that I need you to give back to them. So I'm not telling it what to give you as an answer, but I'm saying to it like, these are the types of questions that you need to ask them to make sure that they're clear about what they're asking, for example. So it's not going to give you like a super generic answer for content. It's going to make sure that the response that it gives you makes sense for your business, being an e-commerce business. It's not going to give you the same type of answer it would give you if, let's say, you were a coach, right? So I'm gonna show y'all. So this one is mine, and it tells you create detailed goals-based content strategies for e-commerce brands. It's hidden as well. You can't just find it. You gotta have a link. So for example, let's say, hold on, I'm about to give it. Is this Melrose Blue? Yeah, I'm about to give it this target audience description, and then let it create content ideas for me. Hold on. So I'm gonna say I need your help creating a content strategy for the next 30 days. I would like 90% of the content to be reels, and I want to post 2 to 3 times per day. I also want your help strategizing what to post in my stories for engagement each day for 30 days. Below is a description of my target. Actually, hold on. No, I'm not going to give it the target audience because most people don't give context. The most important thing that you have to give to ChatGPT is context. So if I just say, can you help me create a content strategy for my online clothing boutique? It's going to give you something super duper generic. If you give it the context of like, my ideal customer is a millennial between the ages of 25 and 35 who loves fashion, still not detailed enough. But if I give it a bunch of context, it's going to be like, oh, I can make this super duper specific, right? So I'm just going to use this without giving it context about my audience or anything. So as you can see, it's just giving me random stuff, not necessarily like specific to my customer that I'm actually trying to attract, because the whole purpose of content is to increase the reach and also attract my ideal customer. But if I don't tell it who my ideal customer is, it's not going to give me anything that's going to attract her. So it says I put together a 30-day content strategy, 90% reels, 2 to 3 reels per day, daily story strategy, mix of valuable, relatable, and promotional content. It knows that it should be valuable, relatable, and promotional because I trained it to make sure that it gives you valuable, relatable, and promotional content. It will not just give you a bunch of promotional content because all of your content should not be promotional. So week 1, attract brand awareness and visibility. Objective, get new eyes on your brand through entertaining and engaging content. Reels, trending sound POV, when your outfit is on point, but you have nowhere to go. 3 ways to style your product for different occasions. The story behind my brand and why I started. It's so basic. It's like, yeah, I could do it, but also like, what's so special about that? So I'm going to do that whole thing again. I'm going to just go ahead and paste my target audience here. And I'm going to re-ask the question. Let me paste that again. All right, so now it's going to say, I need your help creating a content strategy, blah, 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 blah. Below is a description of my ideal customer avatar. And also, it will be really helpful if you tell it what you want your content to accomplish. So if there's a launch that's coming up, or if your like goal is to get as many email subscribers as possible, or to increase your following, so on and so forth, because then it can also shift the content to what you're trying to accomplish. So I'm going to say my main priorities are growing our email list and driving traffic to our site, or I'm going to say increasing traffic to our website. What's crazy is folks don't think that's basic. I'm going to use my brand core documents, ICX editor, to create my brand's GPT. I love it. Name another coach doing stuff like this on live for free. 0. None. All right, let's see. So it now knows what my goal is. Content pillars 50% valuable, 30% relatable, 20% promotional. For valuable, it's going to be outfit styling tips, weekend ready wardrobe solutions, and decision fatigue hacks. Relatable is going to be boss babe energy, weekend struggles, decision fatigue humor, and behind the scenes. And promotional, new arrivals, bestsellers, urgency based product drops, and email signups. Week 1 is all about effortless weekend energy. Before it said week 1 was about attract brand visibility. I'm sorry, brand awareness and visibility. Now it's more specific to my audience. It's giving me a much more specific focus. So my focus is attracting new followers by showing them what they're missing. Effortless weekend style. POV, when your weekend outfit is planned and you don't have to overthink it. Mini try on haul. 3 effortless weekend outfits that make getting dressed easy. Relatable trend, me on Monday versus me on Friday. How to take a work outfit straight into the weekend. Why every boss babe needs this dress in her closet. Behind the scenes of curating the perfect weekend wardrobe. Want a weekend outfit guide? Sign up for our email list. So it's adding in content to help me get people on my email list instead of it just assuming that I just want people to engage with my content. Like, no, I want people to join my email list this week. And then for stories, it said, what's your weekend vibe? Chic or sexy? Chic and sexy, or cozy and cute. And then a swipe up CTA. There's not a swipe up anymore. You just click a button. But join our email list for a weekend wardrobe cheat sheet. Behind the scenes, show order packing, new styles, mood board, blah, 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 blah. But as you can see, because my ideal customer is somebody who is a boss babe, but a boss babe always looking forward to the weekend, it's making so much of my messaging be about the weekend and prepping for the weekend. So another thing I like about this GPT that I created is like, I can say, okay, let's work on writing a couple of blog posts that my ICA would resonate with. Can you help me? Can you give me some ideas? Give me some topic ideas. Saying you do not want to be a Verizon customer, just go to the website. Oh, add a subsection for military hotties screaming. All right, let's see. So blog posts, the Boss Babe's Guide to Effortless Weekend Outfits, closet full of clothes but nothing to wear. Here's how to fix that. From work to weekend, how to instantly transform your outfit, 5 outfit formulas for a stylish weekend, how to romanticize your weekend and actually enjoy it, why decision fatigue is killing your weekend plans, here's what to wear based on your mood, the ultimate weekend outfit, mood board, rooftops, brunch, and beyond, 5 chic and easy cocktails to match your weekend outfit, weekend travel, the no stress packing list for a stylish getaway. And then I'm going to turn around and say, great, I like number 3, 7, and 10. Can you write these blog posts for me? And then I'll make edits. And then it's going to write them blog posts for me. And I'm going to be ever so grateful. We got to stop working so hard in 2025. It is just way too easy to win out here. Way too easy. There should honestly never be a time where you're like, I don't know what to post. How? How do you not know what to post? Tell them to describe it as best as possible. The visuals they give be shaky. Oh yeah. I try to avoid asking for visual help because no. The way they SEO my future blog posts. Yes, I love that. Is there a chat GPT that can give us visuals? Oh yeah, what Lisa said. You can ask it to give you a visual. There's also a Canva GPT, if I remember correctly. Let me see. Canva. Yeah, there is, but it's not that great. Can you create a graphic that would appeal to this target audience below? Oh, wait, I gotta paste it again. I've never used this though, so I don't know what it's gonna come up with. Let's find out. Said it's shaky too, screaming. Chat built out my whole business plan. Yeah, honestly, it's so good. It's crazy, y'all. And I'm telling you, you just got to have enough understanding of what you're wanting to do or like where you want to go. And it will help fill in so many gaps for you. It's crazy. Have you ever created a business plan? No, not for real, for real. I'm very good at like brand and marketing strategy, but I've never created a full-blown business plan. Child, why I can't scroll up? What did the computer do? I don't know what happened, y'all. It won't let me scroll up. It's broke. Canva, yeah. Apparently Canva don't work, y'all. It don't work. It don't work. Shaky. Very shaky. Okay, y'all. Anybody else got any questions before I go take a nap? I cannot take a nap. Oh my god. I gotta get ready and go to eat with my sisters. I feel like I got enough time to take a nap because I'm gonna make my sister pick me up. Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm gonna make her call my phone and then pick me up. You can do a business plan. My sister did a business plan for her patient care home. Oh yeah. Yeah, if I'm gonna create one, I'm gonna create it with ChatGPT's guidance for sure. Somebody's leaving me a message. Take a nap and get some margaritas. Yes, ma'am. I absolutely am. Said no, about to create March content. I know that's right. I know that's right. All right, y'all. Well, this is fun. I'm gonna try to do this again at some point. Y'all hold me accountable. Don't me forget that I said that I was gonna do another one. And I like this better than, I mean, I love Instagram Live, but like this is fun because I can share my screen. It's so much easier to explain stuff if I can share my screen. But I will chat with y'all later. This will get saved on my page. So if you want to watch it from the beginning, you can. Oh yeah, book club. Don't let me forget. I'm gonna start a book club. Be a Fable. Don't let me forget, Lisa. Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, y'all. Have a good rest of your weekend. See you later.